Knock, knock. Everybody all right then? Yes. Very good or just so-so? Very good. Sleep well? Yes. At least something profitable? Yes. Okay. It's good that you come together and we meditate, now and then, between your sleep. It's good for the world, huh? Is it? Yes. Really? You think we can save the world, yeah? Yes. Good. Very smart. Even if we cannot, it costs nothing to say yes, no? Have to be positive, no? Yeah? And maybe we can. Yes. I think we can. Huh? Yeah? With your help, eh? With your help, like your great help. Yes. Like your positive thinking. You guys okay? Yes. If we have positive aspiration and thinking, yes, it helps, It might not help 100%, but everybody have 1%, then it's 100%. Huh? Or more than 100%. In the Bible it says if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, the mustard seed, right? Here, this is how the mustard seed looks. A point of your little pen, yeah? That's it. Not a bigger pen, okay? Just a simple supermarket ballpoint pen. That's how it looks. In some of the mustard bottle, sometimes they have the mustard with the seed in it. You saw it? And that's about this big, see? Maybe even smaller, huh? Okay, so even smaller than this, huh? I don't have any smaller thing. But it says that if you have such a small faith like that even, then what happened? You can move the mountain? Yeah? Is that what it says in the Bible?
I think.
Good. I read the Bible when I was little. Something like that, okay? Moving the mountain or saving the world is the same. Okay? Means something impossible. Something seems impossible. But if we have faith, yeah, then it will be done. Think it should be done on time, That's the problem. Okay. Let's keep moving. Yeah. Actually, I just had the feeling that we'll be okay. Yeah? You have a different feeling?
No.
Same feeling?
Yes.
We always have to hope, yeah? We all have to have positive thinking, Right now, we all try to be one, right? Working together in one solid thought and aspiration that we will save the world. Who can save the world? Raise hand for me to look.
We can do it. Well, yes, we can do it.
As long as you think we can, then it's okay. We have to be together like one group, The more we united, the more supportive together, the more we have power. Like if you are driving the car, and if you have a little bit of sand or little stone in your steering wheel, even just a little one, huh? Or something broken, obstructive in your steering wheel, then the whole car don't go. Even if it's a small one. You see what I mean? Okay, so that's that. You meditate well? Good vision?
Yes.
You look good in any case.
Thank you so much, Master.
Yeah, right.
You too.
Oh no,
Beautiful
me,
too.
I'm always so good.
Today
even
on
if I don't feel good.
during cooking and yesterday during the teleconference.
I look good in a
You look
show?
wonderful.
Mm.
Beautiful dress.
Thank you. Yes, go ahead.
Before practicing sound, it's always been the same. But today it's been absolutely something amazing.
Wow.
As if I didn't even feel my body or head or anything. It just was the whole kind
Good
of
girl.
sound was just kind of, it just was sound.
Good girl.
So,
I'm proud.
thank
of
you so much. I
Proud
think
of you,
this-
proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
it
very
works,
much.
group meditation works and concentration. When we're together, come here especially just for that. Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
It helps. It helps. Sometimes it takes a couple of days, yeah, a little bit more. But it helps, yeah?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome, love. You're welcome. Okay, let's get serious. Buddha stuff, huh? Anybody like to hear Buddha stuff? Yes. Okay, now, first I have heard most of Buddha's scripture or story begin like that. When the Buddha was alive, Ananda was his closest disciple and attendant, yes? He always like take care of Buddha stuff, yeah? And go out and maybe do some Buddha's errand or something, yeah? He always present at any gathering between Buddhas and his disciples. And he has a fantastic computer in here, yeah? After the Buddha died, all the monks, yeah, assembled together to try to recollect all his teaching and lectures so that they can write it down and leave it and keep it for all the disciples who is far away or a little bit behind, yeah, okay? So only Ananda is the one who has the most memories of everything, and he has a superb memories. So he heard everything, he never missed anything. And what he heard, he remembered. Therefore, they asked Ananda to recite everything for memories. Can you imagine? And this is not the only one. I have hundreds of them. Such a big book like this, huh? It's written from Ananda's memory, okay? He all remember all that. And see, another one, first I have heard, etc., etc., yes. A lot of Buddha's teaching has been recorded due to Ananda's superb memory. But such a guy who has a superb memory did not attain enlightening level, not high enough, during the Buddha's time, during the time that he was with the Buddha, even after Buddha's nirvana. So the Sangha, the assembly of monks even kick him out of the meeting. So they kick him out of the monks' meeting. After Buddha died, they assemble all the monks and nuns that have been in the Buddha's presence and have been the close disciple of the Buddha. The high rank monk, the one who attained, better enlightenment. They have a meeting together, but Ananda probably said something nonsense, so they kick him out. They know his level is too low. Kick him out. And then Ananda was so ashamed, During the Buddha's time, they could not kick him out because he's under Buddha's wing, see? And also he has to be there to take care of the Buddhas. Nobody else did take care of the Buddhas. Maybe he wasn't very enlightened, but he was very diligent, very devoted. And he's the only one who endured all that, just to stay with the Buddha. And he was very clean attendant. They have voted for him to be attendant of the Buddha even. But before accepting that position, he has asked the assembly to accept his condition first, like to help him to be clean, and clear from the position, so that nobody would say that he take advantage of being a Buddha attendant and amassing good things for himself. So he said like something, but it's just connected with being clean. You see what I mean? Being pure, like clean officials. Purified. Not corrupted. Uncorrupted. Yes, want to be uncorrupted. So anyway, he said that, okay, whatever, like clothes offering to Buddha, something like that, he will not take. He will not accept. He will not accept any food from the Buddha's bowl, leftover, whatever, because sometimes the disciple offer very good things in the Buddha's bowl, and he don't want to take that because it will be too good. So he just go out beg for food like everybody else. So whatever offered to the Buddha, he will not partake from it. And whatever offered to the Buddha, the clothes, he will not taken it for himself. All the things. So maybe that should be enough already, because in the monks' assembly, they don't have much except the begging bowl and the new clothes that sometimes that the disciple offer when their clothes are tattered, and old. or, warm clothes for winter, thing like that. So Buddha and the assembly was very happy about that, and say, okay, we accept your condition. So Ananda accepted the position of being the Buddha's attendant, because they think Ananda was the best man for it. He's attentive and he has very, very super memory, for example, like that. It can be helpful. And he's very attentive to Buddha's need, You know already, right? So lucky for us that we have such a computer, human computer like Ananda. And that's how we had so many Buddha's scriptures, that handed over from generation to generation up to our present time. Okay. Otherwise, if Ananda was not there, I don't think much will be recorded. You see? Like many other masters, they also have teaching, yes? But it's gone into oblivion because nobody recorded or record very little. You see? Buddha has tons of scriptures, You see, the Bible is only one, From different time even. But only one Bible. And Buddha has many Bibles. Thanks to Ananda, So sometimes if you go to the temple, you see that the Ananda statue is also being revered nearby, and next to Buddha, something like that, okay? He's really a great guy. Now, I forgot to tell you. After he been kicked out and he was feeling ashamed, he went into a cave. He meditated there the whole night. Truly concentrated, truly devoted and truly sincere and truly wanted to, know his great self. Then he got enlightenment. I guess above the second level, At the Buddha's time, when you practice with him, there are many kind of levels. The level like completely liberation in one time. Another level is liberate in next lifetime. Another is in the next 2 lifetimes. Another next 3 lifetimes. And another next 4 lifetimes. And the rest, they don't bother, okay? After 4 lifetimes, study with the Buddha and his successor and couldn't get enlightened, you can just forget about the guy, okay? All right. Now, okay, I'll tell you this story, all right? That is just for appetizer. Now, come the main course. This is from the Suppa Sutra. Yes, talking about Suppa. Yes. Mean morality, concentration, and wisdom. I guess you have all that, right? Morality you have? Sure. 5 precepts, no? At least, Any of you break the 5 precepts? No. Good. Okay, at least you have morality. Concentration? Yes? Sometimes. Well, better than nothing. We can't do it all the time, okay? You try. How about wisdom?
Comes and goes.
Comes and go. You gotta use it. Otherwise, if you don't use it, it don't come out. It's like money in the bank. If you don't draw it, you don't know you have it. Okay? Even you know you have it is useless. All right? Like what? For example, you meditate. You have enlightenment. Yes? Every time you meditate, you realize something. Something flash in your intuition, in your knowledge. Something you know that you don't know before. Okay? And you learn all about unconditional love and sacrifice and, putting others before ourselves. You got to practice it. Okay? Otherwise, if you don't practice it, then you just stay there, from ABC. And then, when the big test comes, you will fail miserably. Okay? All right. It's easier to just stay at home with, with your partner and just doing nothing, and earn some money, have a good living and very comfortable, relaxing life. It's easier that way. But then you don't use much of your blessed knowledge that you gain from meditation and from the Buddha's treasure. So if we use it, then it will come more and more, like investment. Okay? Like if you have money, and either you put it in the bank or you invest in lucrative business, then you get more and more money, okay? But if you just bundle it and put it in the attic, then it just stay as is, yeah? And sometimes the moth come and eat it up, the rat tear it, and then you have nothing either. Now, let's come back to the Buddha. Thus I have heard, begins all the story in the Buddhist Sutra. Are you the guy who read the poetry stuff? No. You are? I thought so. I look a little bit different. Good, congratulations. You did well. Người Bắc hả? Yeah, đúng rồi. I did well. Did good. I know the guy who read poetry sometimes? Who hosts in the poetry? Yeah, that's him.
Mà thơ sư phụ hay lắm, sư phụ ơi.
Hay hả? He said my poetry is very good. Very, very...
And then her voice also.
Voice also nice. Really? Absolutely. Thank you. He said my voice so nice. I know.
My wife also.
Your wife say that? As your wife?
Agree with-
She's more credible? Where's the wife?
I thought I was the one who kind of like appreciated and loved your voice. But, you know, she told me also.
She told you also? Because she's your wife, she cannot say no.
She's just getting initiated
Yeah?
years ago.
Yeah.
And
But?
I'm glad that she found it the same.
The same way. Yeah. Well, she's a good Vietnamese wife. Whatever you say, she's yes. Brought up this way, like Japanese wife, you know. No, really good voice, huh? Thank you.
Then the poem itself,
Yes.
you know, it's unbelievable.
Oh, really?
You know, like you have said before, Vietnamese terms sometimes try to translate it. You won't get the meaning of it. And
No.
it's really, really
Vietnamese language, too
Yeah.
beautiful. Very musical, you know?
Yeah.
The language itself is musical already, so I don't have to do much to recite it.
The first time I heard your poem was in Meo Ly. You know,
Meo Ly?
that time we have a 7 days retreat.
Yeah.
And you recited some poems from a long time ago.
Yeah.
And after that, I mean, it was unbelievable. Your voice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I cannot
Really?
describe it. Oh yes, I was sitting there, and you said, you know, was my voice okay? And I said, absolutely, it was fine.
Because after like 12 days of
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
you know,
And
I was worried.
Yeah, and I remember when I was little, my dad used to turn on in Vietnam the program Tao Đàn.
Đinh
You
Hùng.
know, yeah. So Đinh Hùng, and then the woman, what's her name?
Hồng Vân,
Hồ Điệp. Với giọng ngâm của Hồ Điệp.
yeah.
You know, but your voice is different. I mean,
Yeah.
and then you publish the poems later.
Yeah.
And then I start reading those poems in there. I mean, it's another thing that I cannot believe a master like you
Yeah.
that had feelings like us.
But that
You know
was
what I mean?
long time ago.
No, I know, but I know that. I mean, it gave me some courage.
Yes.
Like you were like a human being.
Told you. If I can do it, you can do it. Yes.
But that's the beginning only. Like you were like us, but
Yeah.
then you became like the greatest master. But us, I mean, we struggle. We had the same feeling, but we won't go anywhere. I mean, you know, I have to be frank with myself and with you.
Yeah.
I kind of like at first, after my initiation, I saw a little bit of light, some sounds and things
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
But when I sit down, I always think of things I have done today, things that I think I have done wrong, so that I can correct
At least, yes.
myself and, you know, think of whether or not I have increased my love to the other people and,
Yeah.
you know, how I treat people. Then I don't pay attention too much about what I see and what I don't hear, or that
understand.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But back to the poems, you know, your poem was so nice. Wordings in there was unbelievable. It started from when you were young. You became like a woman and then a wife, and then, you know, the way to Himalaya, you know, and all that things. It's just so human. It's just something that I can relate to.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
the
yes.
struggle you have to go.
That's the point.
So
That's the point.
and then you recorded with your own voice. At first, it was recorded with somebody else's voice.
Yeah. I thought they are more professional.
Oh no! It's
That's why I say let them do it.
yes. No, but your voice is different. I mean, even my wife said, listen to Master's voice. It's different because we have the tapes.
Of course, it's different.
Yeah, we have all the CDs and we listen to it, and then it's warm your heart with your voice. Something really truthful about your voice also.
I guess because I do it with the heart,
Yes.
not just as a profession, but I do my own feeling,
So that's why also when you sing or when you talk, the first time I heard of you, and I listened to your tape. This is back to not a poem, but tape.
Yes.
I was driving that night, and I was listening to your tape. It wasn't a lecture. It was something casual.
Yeah.
But I could feel the love inside, that you express through your voice, that you really care and love the people, the human. You're here to help, to get people to realize their greatness, and you really mean it. But it's so hard, the job, that a lot of time people don't listen to you. At that time, I was new, but I listened to that, I just cry. And also one thing that I'm really glad that it happened to me, at the time that I met you, before I met you, 6 months before that, I fell sick. And I went to the doctors, so many doctors, they took tests on me, and they didn't know why I was sick. I was sweating at night, and I couldn't breathe, and that kind of thing. Until I saw an ad in the newspaper about a friend of mine who used to work in Vietnam with me.
Yeah.
So I saw his ad. Yeah. So I went to see him.
Yes.
I made an appointment. I went to his office. I saw your booklet.
Oh, that's where.
And I picked it up, and it was in English. So I was reading the book. When I finished the book, it was time for me to come in to see him.
Yes.
And at that point in time, I asked him, how did you get this book? And when I went into his office, I saw your picture behind it. And say, so do you follow this
Woman?
monk? Because there was a picture of you in the yellow robe.
Monk at that time.
So he said, yes. And he started talking about it. And you know what? When I came home that day, none of that symptom that I had was gone.
All gone.
It had never happened to me again.
Oh,
it's just by reading your book.
Just reading book.
and just before that,
the doctor didn't give you any medicine.
He didn't even know that I came there for.
You didn't tell him nothing?
No, I just called and said, I used to work with you. And say, oh yeah.
So he thought you come to see him.
Yeah, when I talked to the office clerk, I said that I want to make an appointment to see him.
Okay.
But when I talked to him,
he talked about me all the time, and forget your sickness. Oh God, what a patient!
Yeah.
And what a doctor! Huh? Do nothing, both of them, and get cured just like that. You owe me some.
But you know what?
Medical consultant fee, no? Yeah.
But you know what? At that time, I there was one thing in your book that I know that I couldn't do.
Vegetarian.
I was not eating meat.
Oh, vegetarian diet, yes.
Yes, the diet was so hard on me. I was reading that and saying,
Understand, yes.
I cannot do this.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I have to postpone it for a while.
Oh,
but I get a Vietnamese version of that book. I gave it to my mother and loved it.
Yeah.
After we read it, she I wanted to do it. I want to do it.
Yes.
And then, she got the initiation before me.
Oh. This guy. After all I did for him.
But you know what? The day that my mother went for the initiation, that was in Anaheim Convention.
Yeah.
The night before, the wife of
Doctor,
she told me, say, why don't you have the initiation tomorrow? You don't have to have the vegetarian diet for 3 months, whatever at the time, because Master is here.
Yes.
And I told her I cannot do that. I cannot lie to myself.
Yeah,
I cannot do it. If I
Right.
cannot do it, I cannot just go in there and have it, and then I
Yeah.
go home. I can't do it.
And eat meat again.
Yes.
Understand?
So I told her I have to wait.
At least you are honest, no? Yeah.
Yes, I have to be true to myself that I cannot do. Cannot switch to not eating meat at the time.
Not so easy, huh?
Yes, but that night when you came out, Master,
When
and I was
come on stage to give lecture, yeah?
yes, a little bit of a lecture. It was a short lecture.
okay.
The first time I saw you, I couldn't even. My tears just came out. I was crying, and I tried to cover my face. And after that, you kind of like looking at me because it was bright on stage, dark down here. From that day on, when I came home that night, I said, I wish I had taken the initiation that night.
Okay.
And I was praying to you. I was looking at your picture. I was praying, Master, you have to help me. I have told my wife that I will do that in 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
But I need to have it done this year.
Yeah.
What happened if I die?
Yeah.
I can't bear that. I mean,
That's true.
and from that day on, when I came home, I cannot eat meat.
Oh.
It was unbelievable. When I was looking at meat, I was scared. I
Yeah?
don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
But in front of my wife, I was trying to get something
Yeah,
around
yeah.
the meat, but I don't eat the meat.
Yeah, I understand.
So, but when I go to work, I will
Yeah.
pack my own lunch now.
Yes. So
So that I
vegetarian.
don't eat meat.
Understand. Oh,
And then what happened?
poor guy.
6 months later, it
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah?
I mean, I got the initiation. My wife went along with it. She didn't say nothing. Long
6
story
months
short.
and she even gone along
Yes,
with you?
it was some arrangement that I cannot believe. And then she said, if being vegetarian, it's very hard to find things to eat.
Oh.
When we go on vacation,
I
I mean,
understand.
I was
Understand.
1993.
Yeah, I understand.
It's hard to find a place to eat.
Yes.
And I don't really like to go into places where they have mixed things,
Yeah, I understand.
vegetarian with
Yeah.
the meat thing.
Yeah.
And she knew that too. And then somehow we went to Hawaii. Somehow I proven to her that we could find something that you can eat and I can eat.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that kind of thing. And when during the flight to Hawaii, she even told me they have vegetarian here. Why don't you get it? And then when we in Hawaii, she find places for me to go.
Oh.
I mean, it's just like that.
Oh, very
So
good.
she did.
See, we just have to be sincere and then
Yes.
everything will
And
go.
then it just happened 6 months later. I had it.
Wow. Not 6
Yeah.
years, huh? 6
Yes,
months.
the same year. It happened
Yeah,
the same
6
year.
months, not 6 years, huh? Originally 10 years
Yes,
even.
because I have read your book at that point in time when I came home that night. I couldn't sleep that whole night.
Yeah?
I was looking into your picture. I was just staring into your eyes, and I said, "Master, please help me. What happened if I die? Now that I was afraid to die, before I get the blessing from you." So it did happen, and I feel blessed about it.
Good. Because you're sincere, that's why. Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Master.
You're welcome. Welcome. Nice story.
Hi, Master.
Hi.
Very happy to meet you.
Me too, honey. Me too. So pretty.
My mother-in-law.
Oh, yeah? The whole family is here. Okay.
Well, back to your poems. I think my husband kind of summarized, but they went directly into my heart.
Which one?
All of them.
In the love poetry, right?
Yes, they went directly into my heart. They went directly into my feelings.
Good.
And it touched me a lot.
I'm glad.
And it helps not just as an individual, but help as a marital relationship.
Yes?
And as a couple following a spiritual path.
Yes?
So it's very helpful.
Wow.
So
Wonderful. I'm glad. Yes.
Thank you very much,
I'm
Master.
glad my silly teenage love poetry helped you in spiritual practice. If I knew that, I would have written more.
You can write more.
You write more now? Love poetry?
All of your poems. I mean, it's really elevated when you read it.
Yeah. You read in Vietnamese. It's
Yes,
better.
yeah, it's very visual and it's very
Yeah?
with all the sentiments. And back to your question, since yesterday, I know that I'm doing it right.
Yeah, it's good.
I cannot describe it.
Understand?
Yes, but I can say, oh, I'm doing it right now.
Yes, I mean you found what you wanted, really,
Yes,
the
so-
right path for you.
yes, so-
Okay,
so
I'm
that-
glad. Yes, yes.
Thank you very much,
That's a
Master.
very great realization because sometimes so many paths we don't know. So if you realize that, then it's good for you. Then you
Yes.
settle down, you know, and
Yes,
you have more concentration. Then you improve quicker.
He used to, my husband said, well, all your questions will be answered. And I said, but I don't have any questions. I know that this is it. I
Yeah.
will sit down, I will follow exactly, and I will go to wherever Master think that I deserve, and then I will go there.
Yes.
I don't have any questions.
That's
But
good.
somehow, during meditation, I fall asleep a lot. And I pray for you to help
It's
me
all right.
with it. Yeah, fall asleep a lot.
Maybe it's not sleep. Maybe you just left your body.
Yeah, well, my husband said, well, if you wake up and your head hurts, your neck hurts, then you fall asleep. But if you
No.
don't know anything...
No,
but,
it's not
you-
true. It's not true. Yeah, because our body sometimes, if our soul left, you know, then the body just fall different places, or sometimes fall on the floor. That's why you should sit on the floor in case you fall down. You
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
not because of sleeping only, but sometimes if your soul left your body, then your body just hang wherever when the soul left. Okay, so of course a little bit pain when you come back.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
come back to your body, but massage a little bit, you know, wherever it pain. Or if it's more pain, then maybe you get a cold when you sleep, when your body exposed to some draft or something.
Yes.
And you can use hot air, you know, like from the hair dryer or something,
Yes.
and blow it on the pain area. Or you have electric pillow, and you
Yes.
put it there to sleep. They have like electric pillow, you know, like about like this size. You plug it in, and you put it where it pain. Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't have that, you just use a bottle, you know, mineral water bottle, and screw it well and put it where it is. Use the plastic one is softer for the body than the glass bottle. And also safer, huh? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's not necessary that you sleep. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, when you snore, yes. A lot of cases here, you know. Never mind, you enjoy, you do what you can, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Also, when you come here or when you meditate at home, after all day working, even if you don't go out to work, you work at home, yeah, children or take care of the house, whatever, you're already tired. Yes. So meditation is kind of relaxing also for you when your body is tired. So maybe you sleep a little bit, and when you wake up, you meditate again.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Or rest, sleep a little bit, and then wake up, meditate. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. We have this physical body. Sometimes it helps us, sometimes it bothers us. Yeah, because if we're healthy, nah, and it helps us to meditate well. If we are tired from work and from stress and from trouble, you know, anxiety and worries about financial problem, everything, then our body is already very tired. So when you sit in meditation, sometimes you cannot keep awake very well. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Never mind. Do it
Yeah.
and then later wake up, do again. Okay?
Yes. Sometimes I got frustrated and got angry at myself.
No,
and then
don't.
I could say, thức. Then,
Never mind.
then
Don't worry
eventually,
about it. Don't
yeah.
worry. If you want to wake up a little bit, you can put a little cold water next to you somewhere. And if you feel like you want to wake up a little bit, then take a little water, dab into your body or on your face, yeah, or a towel, yeah, and then put on your face cold water, yeah, and then meditate again. Okay?
Thank you, Master.
Don't be too harsh on yourself.
Thank you.
I'm not even too harsh on you because I understand your problem. I know it's very hard out there to work and earn a living and take care of family and take care of relationship, you know, and friendship and family ties and everything. My God, I don't know how you guys all do it. I don't know how we do it in this lifetime. And still can meditate, you know? So you're kind of heroes to me.
I think we can do it now with your presence.
That's good then. The Buddha story, I think, maybe next time. Okay.
Kính chào sư phụ. Theo con cái ngu ý của con thì con thấy rằng thơ sư phụ ngâm thơ, sư phụ diễn tả rất là hay. Mà con rất thích những cái bài mà sư phụ diễn tả như cái bài Con hổ nhớ rừng, sư phụ ngâm rất là hay.
Có bài ngâm bài câu hỏi dưới rừng hả?
Có sư phụ.
Ở đâu rồi đó?
Ở Gilroy sư phụ.
Dạ hả?
Dạ.
Lâu lắm rồi. Cũng còn hả? Sao
Dạ.
quên rồi? Biết rồi.
Bài rất khó ngâm sư phụ, sư phụ
khó
ngâm rất là hay sư phụ.
Dạ.
Dạ. Dạ.
Vậy biểu mẹo lý sản xuất thêm cho mọi người nghe chứ mấy bài cũ chắc hết rồi.
Dạ.
Mất thất truyền rồi.
Dạ.
Rồi, ok.
Con thấy thơ của sư phụ nó có cái chiều sâu, nhất là sư phụ diễn tả về cái tình thiêng liêng á.
Sư phụ chỉ xuất khẩu, sư phụ
Đúng vậy đó.
diễn tả ra thôi.
Đúng y như vậy đó. Đúng y như vậy đó, không
nhưng
phải
mà
tập trước.
cái thơ của sư phụ theo con nghĩ á, là cái chiều sâu về tâm linh á, những cái người mà học giả họ không hiểu, họ chỉ diễn tả theo cái tình thế nhân thôi. Do đó khi mà những cái người nghe nếu mà đã là đệ tử của sư phụ rồi á thì mới thấm được. Còn bề ngoài thì họ không có hiểu sâu về sư phụ được.
Okay. Dạ hiểu rồi.
Dạ.
Thì đúng vậy, xuất khẩu ngâm liền á.
Dạ.
Thí dụ những cái bài thơ sư phụ ngâm của Đinh Hùng á ha. Thí dụ những cái bài thơ mà sư phụ ngâm thơ của sư phụ á ha, là những cái bài họ mới gửi về đó ha. Sư phụ đâu có tập gì đâu, dòm đó đọc liền. Còn những bài thơ của Đinh Hùng hay là của ông gì đó, còn nhà thơ lớn nữa đó, quên rồi. Vũ Hoàng Chương, thí dụ vậy đó ha. Đúng rồi, 12 tháng 8 hay là những gì đó, ví dụ đó ha. Những bài đó sư phụ đâu có tập trước đâu. Đâu có rảnh đâu, vẫn ngồi nói chuyện với mấy người cả đêm. Rồi nó đưa ra cái sư phụ vừa cầm vừa đọc đó. Cho nên phải cầm cái tờ giấy đó. Tại sư phụ đâu có đọc trước. Nhiều khi thấy cái chữ nó hơi, thí dụ hơi trần tục quá, sư phụ sửa liền lập tức á. Sửa liền chỗ đó đó.
Lúc trước và sư phụ ngâm, khi mà sư phụ ở Lost với về Gilroy sư phụ ngâm đó, thì những bài thơ sư phụ bị gì đệ tử yêu cầu quá sư phụ mới ngâm.
Rồi.
Và khi mà sư phụ ngâm rồi thì những cái người mà chuyên môn á là người ta coi như tái mặt liền.
Tái mặt.
Người ta nói là cái giọng này không cách nào mà họ có thể diễn tả được. Chẳng hạn như chị Kiều Loan đó, chị có nói với con á, chị nói là anh biết không, tôi về tôi tập theo, tôi luyện theo sư phụ cả tháng nay mà không có được. Không giống.
Gì mà tập cả tháng không?
Dạ, tập cả tháng mà cái giọng không giống sư phụ được.
Dữ vậy đó.
Chị nói mãi là gắn lắm rồi, nhưng mà chị nói là tại vì chị ngâm theo cái tao đàn, cái thơ tao đàn đó, còn sư phụ ngâm theo một cái cách khác, nghĩa là chị nói là sư phụ ngâm theo cái hồn của thơ đó, thành ra chị không có tập được.
Ý nó là không có giống theo cái kiểu diễn tả chứ.
Dạ, không có diễn tả.
Cái giọng thì mỗi người mỗi khác rồi.
Dạ, chị diễn tả không nổi.
Không có ai giống giọng ai được. Hiểu rồi, ok. Chắc bà cũng khiêm nhường mà.
Anh vừa nói là anh lúc trước cũng theo bên cao đài á sư phụ, thì con cũng theo cao đài. Sư phụ năm 89 á, sư phụ đến với Lót, thì anh nghe sư phụ đi thuyết pháp mà anh phục quá, anh thích quá mà anh không có thọ tâm ấn được. Thì sư phụ có cái ngày sau là sư phụ giảng pháp ở San Jose. Thì cái lúc đó anh mới chạy lên. Anh chạy lên thì anh ghé, lúc đó thì tụi con cũng tu tập để chùa Cao Đài. Thì ảnh mới ghé lại chùa Cao Đài. Tụi con mới nói ủa sao bữa nay anh quẩn mà anh lên ngày thứ bảy vậy? Ảnh nói mấy ông không biết gì sao ngày mai chủ nhật thì có mà một vị Phật lên đây để vị Bồ Tát lên đây để giảng pháp mà không nhớ. Tôi nói đâu có biết đâu, đâu có nghe về đâu. Cái ảnh nói ngày mai đi không? Cái tụi con lúc đó cũng thiệt tình đó, ngày mai mắc cúng rồi sao đi. Cái ảnh nói thôi được rồi, giờ uống trà thì để đem cái băng của sư phụ dưới giảng đó cho mấy ông nghe. Cái mấy ông bắt lên cái nghe cái uống trà.
Ông thâu hả? Lúc sư phụ nói ông thâu.
Dạ, lúc thâu cái thép nhỏ gì sư phụ.
Hiểu rồi.
Thì tụi con nghe xong cái tụi con nói thôi dẹp, mời không cúng về đi nghe.
Không cúng.
Dạ, đi nghe sư phụ thuyết pháp. Thì lúc đó thì sư phụ thuyết pháp ở Sunnyvale. Dạ, sư phụ thuyết pháp ở Sunnyvale năm 89 là tháng 10 á. Thì tụi con đi nghe, thì cái lúc mà vô ngồi đợi hoài không thấy sư phụ vô, cái anh lát vỗ tay bóp cái dòm không thấy sư phụ đâu, đứng vậy dòm cái sư phụ đi gần ngang con, sư phụ dòm cái con đó ôi trời ơi, cái mình con nó nghĩa là coi như tóc đồ này nọ nó muốn dựng lên rồi mồ hôi rồi nó nói. Con nói trời ơi sao mà cái người này nó làm như quen hồi đời kiếp nào vậy nè, vậy chắc phải theo như này rồi. Đấy, sư phụ lên thuyết pháp thì con theo dõi hết cái tuần thuyết pháp đó thì ra tính thọ tâm ấn liền. Nhưng mà cái kỳ đó thì nó mới có tính điền đơn cái cũng có cái bị cái nghiệp chướng mà nó đó cũng là cái duyên. Là ở cái bà sếp ở chùa là bà trưởng quản á, bà cho người lại gọi về gấp để bà có một chuyện, thành ra không có thọ tâm ấn với sư phụ được.
Hiểu.
Cái kỳ đó
Chuyện gì gấp vậy?
cái chuyện gì giải quyết trong chùa á. Dạ. Bà gì đâu có chuyện gì đâu thì cũng bình thường thôi, nhưng mà cái đó mất cái kỳ đó.
Hiểu.
Thì buồn quá, cái mấy cái chùa Cao Đài thì nó ở kế bên cái thiền đường Gilroy sư phụ.
Dạ.
Thành ra con mất mà con chạy xuống. Chạy xuống thì cái lúc đó sư phụ dẹp đồ này nọ, sư phụ tiếp mấy đồng tu dẹp để vô, để mới mua thiền đường Gilroy mà. Sư phụ cũng dẹp đồ, thì cái bữa trưa đó sư phụ đi rồi con cũng không có gặp sư phụ, con lại trễ, nhưng mà dẹp đồ xong rồi cái mấy bữa sau mỗi lần con dẹp á thì tới chiều thứ bảy sư phụ cái kỳ đó mới nói chừng nào mà sư phụ qua mà Trường Tâm Ấn anh nhớ cho tôi hay anh. Nhưng mà hên cái là lúc đó gần Tết rồi đó sư phụ. Cái lúc đó mùng 1 Tết thì tụi con về, cái mới về tới nhà cái ổng mới gọi điện thoại lên, ổng nói mới mùng 2 đó sư phụ lên thì mấy ông xuống để thọ Tâm Ấn. Thì lúc đó tụi con mới đem gia đình xuống, thì cái bữa mùng 2 sư phụ đi lại ông Thích Giác Lượng, xong rồi sư phụ đi chợ Tết, rồi sư phụ về đó sư phụ truyền Tâm Ấn ngay ngày mùng 2 Tết. Thì lúc đó thì con vô với cả gia đình luôn, mấy đứa con rồi vô hết luôn. Dạ. Sau khi vô rồi thì có một kỳ mà sư phụ giảng pháp ở dưới Lost á, thì con thấy con có cái thể nghiệm là con thấy sư phụ á dẫn một toán người Hồi giáo á, người Hồi á đi băng qua cái sa mạc. Sư phụ là vị thầy đó, là con phải đi theo suốt cuộc đời, không còn cái con đường nào khác nữa. Ngay cái phút gặp lần đầu tiên.
Thank you. Good. Đạo Cao Đài.
Dạ cảm ơn sư phụ.
Ăn chay không hả?
Dạ có ăn chay trường sư phụ.
Ăn chay trường, mấy người đạo Cao Đài phải ăn chay trường hết hả?
Dạ chức sắc đều phải ăn chay trường hết. Dạ phải ăn chay trường hết.
Mấy người cao đó hả?
Từ giáo hữu trở lên, giáo hữu, giáo sư, phó sư rồi phải ăn chay trường.
Dạ.
Hiểu.
Đạo Cao Đài thì theo những cái cơ bút á của Thượng Đế mà giảng xuống nói lại á, thì đạo Cao Đài là đạo của Thượng Đế. Mà sau này á, đạo Thượng Đế đó sẽ hoằng bá năm châu. Nghĩa là cái đạo Thượng Đế sẽ phát triển được năm châu. Ngay bây giờ đạo Cao Đài đâu có thể phát triển năm châu.
Cũng có đó chứ, sư phụ bỏ đạo Cao Đài vô Supreme Master TV rồi bây giờ năm châu ai cũng biết hết á.
Cái đó nhờ sư phụ bỏ vô nó mới biết.
Sư phụ biểu đạo nào mà dạy người ta làm tốt á hả? Mình đánh giữ. Mà sư phụ biết vị minh sư của Cao Đài hồi xưa là một vị minh sư khai ngộ. Thành ra sư phụ những cái gì mà ngài dạy đó là đúng hết. Cũng như Phật hay Chúa vậy đó, thì sư phụ bỏ hết vào trong TV. Biểu nó tìm hết ra cho những cái đạo giống nhau, những cái sự giống nhau đó, cho những cái đạo không có đánh nhau nữa, không có hiểu lầm nhau nữa, không có khinh miệt nhau nữa, mà phải kính trọng lẫn nhau và giúp đỡ lẫn nhau, hiểu chưa? Cái mục đích nó là như vậy đó.
Vegetarianism in religion.
The Baha'i Faith. Regarding the eating of animal flesh and abstinence therefrom, know thou of a certainty that, in the beginning of creation, God determined the food of every living being, and to eat contrary to that determination is not approved. Selections from the Baha'i writings of some aspects of health and healing.
Buddhism. All meats eaten by living beings are of their own relatives. Lankavatara Sutra. Also, after the birth of the baby, care must be exercised not to kill any animal in order to feed the mother with meaty delicacies, and not to assemble many relatives to drink liquor or to eat meat, because at the difficult time of birth there are innumerable evil demons, monsters and goblins who want to consume the smelly blood. By ignorantly and adversely resorting to the killing of animals for consumption, they bring down curses upon themselves, which are detrimental to both the mother and the baby. Ksitigarbha Sutra. Be careful during the days immediately after someone's death, not killing or destroying, or creating evil karma by worshipping or offering sacrifice to demons and deities, because such killing and slaughtering committed, or such worship performed, or such sacrifice offered, would not have even an iota of force to benefit the dead, but would entwine even more sinful karma into previous karma, making it even deeper and more serious. Thus, delay his rebirth to a good state. Karma means retribution. Ksitigarbha Sutra.
Gaudai. The most important thing is to stop killing, because animals also have souls and understand like humans. If we kill and eat them, then we owe them a blood debt. Teachings of the Saints.
Christianity. Meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Holy Bible.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Holy Bible.
Confucianism. All men have a mind which cannot bear to see the sufferings of others. The superior man, having seen the animals alive, cannot bear to see them die. Having heard their dying cries, he cannot bear to eat their flesh. Mencius. Essenes.
I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood, and if ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Holy 12.
Hinduism. Since you cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore, you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adalila.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take his birth. Mahabharata anew.
Islam. Allah will not give mercy to anyone except those who give mercy to other creatures. Hadith.
Do not allow your stomachs to become graveyards of animals. Hadith.
Jainism. A true monk should not accept such food and drink as has been specially prepared for him involving the slaughter of living beings. Sutrakatanga.
Judaism. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Holy Bible. Blood meaning flesh.
Sikhism. Those mortals who consume marijuana, flesh, and wine, no matter what pilgrimages, fasts, and rituals they follow, they will all go to hell. Guru Granth Sahib.
Taoism. Do not go into the mountain to catch birds and nets, nor to the water to poison fishes and minnows. Do not butcher the ox that plows your field. Tract of the Quiet Way.
Tibetan Buddhism. The offering to the deities of meat obtained by killing animate beings is like offering a mother the flesh of her own child, and this is a grievous failure, the supreme path of discipleship.
Zoroastrianism. Those plants I, Ahura Mazda, or God, rain down upon the earth to bring food to the faithful and fodder to the beneficent cow. Avesta.
Everybody knows that vegetarian diet is good for health and to save the planet. They will be awakening their own great, compassionate, loving self-nature, and then their level of consciousness will rise up automatically, and they will understand more than they ever did, and they'll be closer to heaven than what they are right now.
Sư phụ thuyết pháp á, là sư phụ chỉ coi như là tại cái lúc đó là sư phụ tự tâm sư phụ nói ra, không có cần phải cái giấy tờ gì hết. Thì những cái lời thuyết pháp đó nó rất là giống với những cái lời mà vị giáo chủ của đạo Cao Đài hồi xưa
Giống hả?
thuyết pháp rất là giống. Giống, không có sai khác gì hết, nhưng mà sư phụ dùng những cái danh từ nó mới mẻ hơn. Họ hồi xưa họ dùng những cái câu văn nó xưa hơn, vậy thôi.
Hiểu rồi.
Nhưng mà rất là giống.
Dạ.
Không có cái điểm nào mà khác biệt hết, mà
Sư phụ
sư
đâu
phụ
có-
còn nói cao xa hơn.
Chưa có bao giờ đọc qua đạo Cao Đài nữa, chưa có bao giờ đọc.
Dạ.
Nhưng mà sau này sư phụ biểu tìm tòi ra đó, sau
Dạ.
này mới biết cái biểu nó là viết biểu để vô TV á,
Dạ.
Supreme Master TV cho mọi người biết luôn là đạo Cao Đài cũng dạy như vậy đó. Ha,
Dạ.
dạy tức là dạy giống Phật giống Chúa vậy đó,
Dạ.
hiểu không ha?
Dạ.
Ok, vậy tốt rồi, không sao đâu. Thì ít nhất là đạo Cao Đài họ cũng ăn chay, vậy ăn chay như vậy là cũng tốt lắm rồi,
Dạ.
tốt lắm rồi.
Cảm ơn sư phụ.
Không có gì không tốt cả. Ok. Quý vị này là chức sắc bự hết á hả?
Dạ, hồi đó.
Dạ.
Thì cứ tiếp tục làm cho Cao Đài vậy đâu có sao đâu.
Dạ, tiếp tục làm.
Dạ.
Nếu mà mình giúp được họ thì giúp chứ đâu có gì.
Dạ, con thấy trong cái bài kinh cúng Đức Diêu Trì Kim Mẫu á, thì nó có nói về cái sự xuất thế của sư phụ.
Vậy hả? Nói
Và
sao?
cái vai trò của sư phụ.
Nói
Ví dụ
sao?
trong một cái đoạn, ví dụ như là để con đọc cái đoạn đó.
Rồi đọc.
Chiếu nhũ lệnh từ nguyên thọ sắc,
Ừ.
độ anh nhi Nam Bắc Đông Tây,
Ừ.
kỳ khai tạo nhất linh đài, diệt hình tà pháp cường khai đại đồng. Hiệp dạng chủng nhất môn đồng mạch,
Wow.
quy thiên lương viết sách dẫn trù, xuân thu pháp chủ bát du, hiệp quy tam giáo hữu cầu chí chân, phục nguyên nhân quần tồn Phật tánh, giáo hóa hồn hữu hạnh hữu duyên, trụ căn quỷ khí cửu tiền, quảng khai thiên thượng tạo quyền chí tôn,
Wow.
lệnh mẫu hậu khai tông định đạo, ân dưỡng sinh đảm bảo hồn hài, càng khôn tạo quái sánh tài, nhất triêu nhất tịch kỉnh bài mỗi khang. Thì
Wow.
cái bài đó nó
Nhớ dài vậy đó hả?
dạ con nhớ cái bài đó, câu đó nói là cái vai trò này là vai trò của Đức Phật Mẫu, tức là vai trò của sư phụ xuống để cứu độ con cái của ngài.
Vậy hả?
Thì con tin tưởng là sư phụ là Đức Diêu Trì Kim Mẫu. Mà thứ hơn nữa con thấy trong cặp mắt của sư phụ vì nó giống thiên nhãn bên Cao Đài sư phụ.
Vậy hả?
Dạ con tin tưởng như vậy.
Bấy nhiêu thôi
Dạ,
hả?
dạ, dạ.
Rồi, ok,
Dạ.
thì quý vị an tâm tu hành ha.
Dạ, dạ.
Tại họ không biết cái chứ mình cũng cùng một nhà mà, hả?
Dạ, dạ.
Cùng một nhà hết.
Sư phụ năm ngoái con có về Việt Nam đó sư phụ.
Dạ.
Dạ con ra ngoài Phan Thiết đó sư phụ, đi kiếm chỗ tiệm cơm chay thì con vô nhầm cái tiệm cơm chay đó do người Cao Đài làm chủ. Là cái cô đó con ngồi nói chuyện thì thấy cô có cái tâm hồn lắm. Cô nói là tôi làm ở tiệm chay này đó, lời thì không có nhiều.
Dạ,
Nhưng mà tôi muốn mang đến cái món ăn chay tinh khiết cho những người nào họ cần tới. Tôi còn mới hỏi cái cô vậy chị mở cái tiệm ăn này một tuần 7 bữa luôn sao? Nó vâng, tôi bảo một tuần 7 bữa nhưng mà vắng lắm mà.
Sao vậy?
Tại vì chắc cũng ít người ăn chay hay sao? Nhưng họ cũng không có nhiều đồ ăn đó, thành ra
Cố gắng thôi.
vâng, nhưng mà trước cái chùa bên kia là cái chùa, bên này là cái tiệm ăn của đạo Cao Đài. Mà bà nói thẳng tôi là đạo Cao Đài.
Hiểu đâu có sao.
Mà tụi con cũng nói là con theo sư phụ thì bà nói không sao, mỗi người có một cái đường của mình, con đường của mình đi, nhưng mà bà cũng có cái tâm
tưởng.
tốt vâng,
Lý
là
tưởng.
bà muốn mang cái gì
Thì
đến cho
như
vâng.
đạo Cao Đài vậy người ta làm tốt, đâu có ai làm xấu. Những người nào họ tu hành đàng hoàng họ theo đạo Cao Đài cũng hiểu hết á. Cũng đi làm đường làm tốt hết. Những người nào mà theo cái đạo nào á, bất cứ đạo nào mà thành tâm và cố tìm hiểu giáo lý của vị giáo chủ của đạo đó thì cũng rất là tốt. Ít ra cũng làm người rất tốt, người gương mẫu và người có lý tưởng, thấy không? Không có làm gì bậy hết. Chỉ có những người mà theo soạn không hiểu gì hết rồi thành những người mà cái bằng cực đoan cuồng tín á, thì mới làm hư hỏng cho cái tiếng tăm của đạo nào của mình mà thôi. Chứ đạo nào cũng tốt hết cả. Quý vị thấy không? Trên Supreme Master Television á, mình để những cái giáo lý của đạo nào cũng giống không? Còn nhiều nữa mà không để hết ra chứ.
Nhưng mà nhiều khi đó con gặp những người bạn hoặc những người mình gặp đó, họ có những cái quan niệm về tôn giáo của họ rất là lý tưởng. Họ đi chùa, đi nhà thờ rất là thành tâm. Nhưng mà nhiều khi con thấy mình cũng lấy lòng tiếc cho cái người đó, tại vì con cũng hiểu sư phụ nói là con đường họ đi dài hơn. Cuối cùng tới đó họ cũng gặp một cái vị giáo chủ đó. Cũng gặp sư phụ thôi, nhưng mà họ đi con đường dài quá đi. Tại sao phải khổ sở đi con đường dài trong khi nhìn thẳng đường này?
Tại họ thích vậy. Như có người thì thích lái xe, tự do, tự tại, muốn đi đâu đi, muốn đi nhanh chừng nào thì đi nhanh chừng đó, muốn đi chậm, muốn ngừng đâu cũng ngừng được. Có người thích đi xe bus, Có người thích đi xe lửa, ok, yeah. Không sao đâu. Mấy người ta có đậu cao đài thí dụ đó ha, mà ăn chay hả, thì tốt lắm rồi, khỏi cần mà còn nắm đi độ mấy cái người mà kia là ăn mặn uống rượu đó đi thôi, để mấy người cao đài người ta tu rồi mà kệ người ta. Rồi.
Hồi xưa cái chợ Đông Hoa Cao Đài sư phụ. Chợ Đông Hoa hồi xưa thời đạo quyền đó. Chợ Đông Hoa bên kế tòa thánh An Ninh đó.
Yeah.
Hồi đạo quyền đó, chợ Đông Hoa không có bán đồ mặn sư phụ.
Không bán đồ mặn.
Toàn đồ chay không.
Tốt quá rồi.
Rồi sau này mới có bán đồ mặn chứ lúc trước không có. Dạ.
Sao vậy mắt? Sao vậy? Có chuyện gì không? Buồn gì không? Không?
Thấy mấy người nói đúng.
Cảm động hả?
Dạ.
Phải không cưng? Cảm động hả? Ok. Đây. Cứ khóc tự do ở đây dễ mà. Ở đây mấy cái điều lệ đâu có cấm khóc đâu. I said there's no rules. All the rules in the ashram did not say forbidden to cry. I say it's very easy here. You just cry. Yeah. Cry is good. Yeah. Khóc nó nhẹ nhàng trong người á, đều hơi cay mắt chịu. Một lát phải lấy nước lạnh rồi đắp lên cho nó bớt cay hả? Ok. Đàn ông mà khóc vậy tốt lắm á. Ở nhà đâu có dám khóc đâu. Ở nhà bà xã la gần chết đâu dám khóc. Tới đây khóc cho đã.
Master,
Yes.
You had made a statement before, but the statement was not complete. Like you had said that you had come to this world, not your mission is not to be a master.
Yeah.
But you just gave us the tool and give us a ride home.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you know.
Yeah, by the way, so?
So what is your real mission?
My real mission? Just to uplift the world's whole consciousness, you know? Not to be your individual master. Yes, I could do that without being your master even, yeah? But by the way, you know, we had affinity and you like to come here and sit, and so why not, huh?
Yeah. So is it true that you are here at this time of the world where the world is in danger of the greenhouse effect? So you're here to save the world?
I hope I can.
I know you will.
Yeah, good.
I can see a God would let this world, something happen to it.
Okay.
I mean, you must be here for a purpose, to save it at this
well, at least
point in
save some
time.
people, no? Yes. Well, the human's mind is very difficult to measure. You know, one day this, one day that. So we try our best, okay? With your blessing, we can do it. Yeah? Your blessing. Well, since we have reached the critical mass already, maybe it will work.
It will work.
It will work? Okay, yes. Yeah, you just tell them, oh, she's a teacher, huh? Meditation
yeah,
teacher.
yes.
Yeah, she has a good method and she is experienced.
Right.
Yeah, and I have also good experience, so maybe you can think about it. Yeah? Just tell them eat vegetarian and I'm happy already. There's no need to follow me all the time even.
Yes.
There's no need really, okay?
Yes.
Some of the benefits of a vegetarian diet: lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol levels, reduces type 2 diabetes, prevents stroke conditions, reverses atherosclerosis, reduces heart disease risk 50%, reduces heart surgery risk 80%, prevents many forms of cancer, stronger immune system, increases life expectancy up to 15 years, higher IQ, saves 70% of the total cost of $40 trillion for reducing global warming, uses 4.5 times less land to grow food, conserves up to 70% clean water, saves 80% of the cleared Amazonian rainforest from animal grazing. A solution for world hunger. Free up 3.4 billion hectares of land. Free up 760 million tons of grain every year. Half the world's grain supply. Consumes 1/3 fossil fuels of those used for meat production. Reduces pollution from untreated animal waste. Maintains cleaner air. Saves 4.5 tons of emissions per U.S. household per year. Stop 80% of global warming. Plus more.
I expect you to be perfect. I always do. No matter how long you've been initiated, I always look at you and I always expect perfection. Maybe I'm a little bit harsh to you in human standard, but that's the way you are. You are perfection. So if you don't do anything good now, if you don't do anything to your expectation, at this lifetime you have to come back again. Because you yourself will not accept imperfection. Because you are perfection. You understand me? There's no God to kick you down from heaven. There's no karma. There's no Maya king who even drag you down. No more. Even if you do something wrong, you have to pay before you die. That will be done. But you will not accept yourself. When you go to heaven and you will see everything clear, and you don't accept yourself as imperfect being. So you have to come back again and do it until you're happy with yourself. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Right. Get it clear. Yeah? Okay? So everything we have to do, we do it to our utmost perfection and quietly, humbly. Yeah? As much as possible. No need showing off. No need telling people. And don't make a big deal out of nothing.
Yes.
Good? Are we clear?
Yes.
Are we clean?
Yes.
Good. Have to be clean. Because if we are doing that, it's just similar to people outside who take bribery or who are using their position to do something, to make it comfortable for themselves. Then we are not anything different. Yeah? We just sit there wasting time. Okay? That's why some people ask me, or some people don't ask me, and somebody else asked me for them, like, they sit in meditation 4 or 5 hours a day. I said, what for? The world is in trouble. And you sit there 4 or 5 hours a day, doing nothing. Only 2 of you. Like boyfriend, girlfriend, and then make a little bit of money and live enough, have a house, comfortable, and sit all day. The world is in trouble. People are dying of hunger every day. Children, old, young, able-bodied, no work to do, cannot find work because of global warming or global economy. And the animals are tortured every day. And you sit there 4 or 5 hours a day thinking nonsense. I'm not sure that you can sit 4 or 5 hours a day and concentrate all that and get up to the high level. No. When you're selfish, you can sit thousands of years. You go nowhere. Do you understand me? Yeah. All these years I teach you, even in different lecture, different tone, different way of formulation, it's all about selfless love. And this is the time you should exercise these selfless lessons that you have learned. And if you haven't exercised it now, no chance. You exercise again. See? This is the greatest chance you have. Of course, it's a very sad thing that our climate is getting warmer and our globe is going into trouble. It's a very sad thing. But on the other hand, it's your great opportunity to prove that you're worth it. We've been eating food from the world all this lifetime until we grow up as 20, 30, 40 years old, yeah? And how much did we repay society? So don't make excuse for me, okay? You are my disciples. You make me proud, yeah? You make me proud with your right conception, with your honesty with yourself. Honesty with yourself is the hardest thing to do, but you have to do it. There's no other way you can progress if you're not honest to yourself. Because I'm not there to check you out every day. Even if I'm there, I will not tell you. Yeah, it's your choice to be honest with yourself or not. See, I only give you guidance. You guys got to be honest. Yes, but it's your choice. It's your life. You see what I mean? It's your life. You decide what you do. You decide how you translate this selfless love into action. Yes? Everybody say, oh, I love Master. Oh, I love other people. I love the animals. Then do something about it, huh? Talking is cheap, you know. Talking is cheap, yeah. So the way we can measure ourselves or anybody is by action, no? By the fruit. Yeah, the tree will be known, right? If an apple tree just standing there and broadcast all over in his body and all the branches hanging there, I'm apple tree, I'm fantastic apple tree. And there's never produced one apple. What do you think? Is that funny? Huh? So, just being a disciple or being so-called saint and sit there 4 or 5 hours a day idling around and take care of yourself only, that is not the way to live a human life, not to talk about saintly life, yeah? Nowadays, sometimes you have easy access to computer and you can earn money easily. Huh? Some of you are smart and you earn money easily without working too much. Yeah, but then you should use that blessing to go out and help other people, wake them up, do something for them. You know what I mean? Yeah, do it together or do it alone. Do something to help the world. Because God bless you, so you use it to bless others. Yeah? Just like the water tank, you know? Got filled with good, clean water. Then that water tank is to be distributing water to the whole household, yeah, or the whole city. Not to keep it for himself, it would be rotten and bad. So it's not just good to sit or listen to the tape. Master say, oh, we have to be unconditional. And then go out and tell everybody, oh, you have to be unconditional. You got to be selfless. You must be it first. Yeah? You cannot expect your neighbors to do it. Example is more than preaching. Better, nah? Better than preaching. So we have to do what we can, the best we can. Nah? Do not be too comfortable in your blessed position, because then you won't go nowhere. Later when you go up to heaven, or you won't go to hell, of course, because you do nothing wrong. And you are my disciple. Surely you'll be in heaven, fine. That I can promise. But you will look, when you go up and you see all the same disciple, your brother and sister go up to the higher level, and you sit in the lower third area, you know, third level, but a low third, and you look them going up, and you look back at your record of your life, because every life is recorded to minus detail. The whole universe knows what you've been doing, even if you do it in the dark. So when you look at your record, oh, you will feel terrible. You will feel absolutely ashamed of yourself, that no God can even comfort you. No almighty power can tell you that, oh, it's okay, kid, you're right, you are just a human. And of course, everybody forgives you, because in heaven there is no hatred, no unforgiveness. Yeah, everybody is looked upon kindly by all beings in heaven. But you yourself, born from perfection, will not accept your imperfect action. Do you understand me? That's why people come back again and again into a human world or any world to redress their past mistake. But when we go down, we forget again and get tempted into different comfortable zone or situation, you know. It's nice to just have a boyfriend or girlfriend and coop up together all day, kiss, hug, for example, and then too comfortable and you earn a little, you know, enough money, have a home or something. That is okay under normal situation. But the world is aflame. Yeah? Animals are suffering every day. I could not bear to look at the Tuesday program. I look at it, I scream and I cry so much. Sometimes I have to look, to reinforce my heart even more. But how can anyone enjoy? You know what I mean? You can, of course, you can enjoy your privacy and your blessed situation, but use some of it to help others.
It's very hard.
Yeah, we feel helpless.
Helpless?
No, but it's,
Hard?
every day I can feel like the same way.
Yeah,
The
understand.
suffering of
Yes.
this world.
Yes. Never mind. Feel suffering, okay. Go do something, okay? Do whatever the best you can. Understand me? Yes. The best to your conscience, not to me. Yes? Not to the animals, not to the world even. You do until you feel that, okay, I'm a good human, yes? And I'm a good followers of the teaching of the saints, I'm a good Buddhist, I'm a good Christian, You have to truly know it, not just making excuse for yourself. Understand me, yeah? It's very easy. Just try it. Okay, and then it become like your second nature. Huh? If you don't try, it will never reawaken within you. Yeah? Now you see, you try vegetarian, you see? And then now it become your natural. You cannot eat meat otherwise, you can't. Not even people force you or give you money, you can't do it. See, it become your habit now, your natural. And also your intellectual understanding of the vegetarian compassionate diet. You see, that make you so firm on your decision. Yeah? I guess sometimes you remember before you eat this and that, but you will never go and eat it. Like you remember chicken or fish or whatever, but you will never go back to eat. It's just a habit of the mind thinking, that's all. But it's wrong. Yes. Not because of taste even, and not because Master says so, but now you are firmly in your moral understanding, your intellectual understanding, accept it. Your heart knows it's a good way. So you won't ever go back to eat meat. Understand me? Yes. Not because it's forbidden or anything else even. You just know it. Now, you see, the same with love in action. If you do it, if you understand the meaning of it, first, it's good for you. Yes? Because you're spiritual elevation. Second, of course, it's good for others. Okay? So anything you do for yourself first. But we don't do it in that attitude, of course. Nah? But I just want you to know that whatever you do for anybody, don't expect him to thank you. Don't expect me to praise you. Sometimes I do. I say, okay, I'm proud of you and all that, but don't take it, okay? Of course I encourage you. But whatever you do is for yourself. Anything good you do, come back to you manifold. So you must understand this concept. So anything you do, don't expect anything, and then you get. Because you do everything for yourself. Like attract like. Yeah, that's why husband and wife stay together. If they have a lot in common, then they stay together longer. Opposite may attract, but similarity endure. See, endures. Stay longer if you have some more things in common together. Huh? Now, I do what I can, all right? I'm very busy right now, okay? I told you I'm not actually meant to be your master even. It's by the way, so whoever is lucky get initiated, and that's fine already, yeah? If you can see me, it's good. If you cannot, don't ask me, push me to go see every of you. It will never enough, okay? Even if I keep going from one place to another, it will never enough to see everybody, yeah? Okay? I will just tire myself out and forget, more important job. I understand that everybody has problem, and cannot always come to see me. Yeah, I know that. There will be always somebody who cannot come. If they don't have visa problem, then they have wife's problem, a husband's problem, a parent's problem, or even children's problem. Oh, I like to practice with you, Master, but I cannot be vegetarian. I don't mean you. I cannot be vegetarian, Master, because, yeah? Okay. Not because he doesn't want. He say his wife don't cook. or her husband obstruct her, so whatever, excuse of my friends, whatever. I say, okay, then I eat vegetarian for you, and I meditate for you instead, and I go to heaven for you. You do what you want down here. What else to do? Huh? What do you think I would do? You know, that is a funny thing about people. You know, they want everything, but they don't want to work for it. But just to get like $1,000 or $2,000 US per month, working 8 hours, 10 hours a day, and don't complain. See what I mean? But meditate 2.5 hours a day, free of charge, teaching, everything. Don't want it. Too much. You know, cannot, argue with me, bargain, How about vegetarian 3 days a week? Get initiation. Well, then 3 day heaven, 3 day hell, no? Up and down, huh? Yeah. We can do anything we want, yes? We have to be strong, that's it. We are God. Well, at least we are God's children. God's children is God's children. Do you understand that? We're not human children. We are God's children. Jesus told you that. And Buddha said, you are Buddha. You have Buddha nature inside. I can be Buddha, you can be Buddha. So, behave like God's children, behave like Buddha. Okay? We have to be strong because we are the children of God. We're the children of the Buddha. Kêu Phật tử biết không? Phật tử tức là con Phật, chứ không phải Phật tử là Phật chết. Hiểu chưa? We say like children of God, disciple of Jesus, yeah, and children of God. And in Buddhism, we say the Buddhists, they call themselves Phật tử. Phật tử also means children of the Buddha. You understand me? But the word tử can also be interpreted as dead. So I say, you could be a Buddha's child or a dead Buddha. Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah? Okay, guys, you meditate now. Yeah? I'll see you soon. Last night, yeah? I meditate with you for a while.
Some of the diseases related to meat consumption and/or production: rabies, anthrax, sleeping sickness, Q fever, norovirus, swine flu, Ebola Reston virus. Cured meats and fish increase leukemia risk in children. Antibiotic-resistant superbug infections from a strain of Staphylococcus aureus. Blue tongue disease, E. coli, salmonella. Bird flu, mad cow disease or Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, 90% of the population at risk. Pig's disease or PMWS. Listeriosis, shellfish poisoning, pre-eclampsia, Campylobacter, Clostridium difficile, diseases hidden in healthy appearing livestock. Some of the costs of meat eating. Infertility, eating just one serving of meat per day increases the risk of women's infertility by 32%, with additional meat consumption increasing the risk. Heart disease. Over 17 million lives lost globally each year. Cost of cardiovascular disease is at least $1 trillion a year. Cancer. Increased childhood cancers and adult reproductive cancers from hormones in meat. Colon rectal cancer. Over 1 million new colon cancer patients diagnosed each year. More than 600,000 colon cancer-related mortalities annually. In the United States alone, colon cancer treatment costs about $6.5 billion. Millions of people are newly diagnosed with other meat-related cancers every year.
Diabetes. 246 million people are affected worldwide. An estimated $174 billion spent each year on treatment in just the United States. Obesity. Worldwide, 1.6 billion adults are overweight, with 400 million more who are obese. Costs $93 billion each year for medical expenses in the United States alone. At least 2.6 million people die annually from problems related to being overweight or obese. Environmental. Uses up to 70% of clean water, pollutes most of the water bodies. deforests the lungs of the earth, uses up to 43% of the world's cereal, uses up to 85% of the world's soy, causes world hunger and wars, 80% cause of global warming, plus more.
Some of the costs of milk consumption: cowpox from milking cows, bacterial microbes, pesticides and enzymes found in cheese derived from the inner stomach linings of other animals. Up to 80% of the calories in cheese are from pure fat. Breast, prostate and testicular cancer from hormones present in milk. Hysteria and Crohn's disease. Hormones and saturated fat leads to osteoporosis, obesity, diabetes and heart disease. Linked to higher incidences of multiple sclerosis. Classified as a major allergen. Lactose intolerance. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers. For help quitting, please visit
Very good. 是啊，同一家嘛，哈，反正总比泰国好嘿。有没有去过泰国那个？知道了，用望远镜也看不到的，是不是？就好了嘛，哈，是不是？哎呀，就走来走去嘛，哈，然后人数比较小，这样可以看清楚一点。没有看清楚，戴眼镜看吧。泰国真的好苦啊！那个时候是不是？等。回味无穷，什么意思？怀念呢？啊，当然了，那个不会忘记的。这种情况啊，万岁也忘不了。你也要告诉你哈，我们有什么就好什么嘛哈。因为那个泰国我也不知道能不能再看嘛，所以能看什么时候就看什么时候，总比没有好嘛。OK， 泰国没办法哈。哦，然后走15个，哇，一上去以后就下不来了哈。哈，
很好，
还好。
同修还想去泰国，大家还想看，
还想去泰国看。
很多大陆很多都还想。
啊哈，好了，我懂。
就您太累了，去您太累了，还是我们看您来好。
都可以啦，就是目前我们检讨化淡。我觉得这边大家比较舒服嘛，轮班来也好嘛，懂吗？轮班来就这样可以坐舒服一点，有好东西吃，冷气说空气流通比较好，那坐这边很舒服安全，泰国都是在路边看而已。如果能看到师父一眼的，算很有运气了。有没有人去那边看不到师父一眼的？哦，举手看看。去泰国不过看不到师父的，举手看看。3个人啊，4个、5个啊，大概还有别的没有来的哈。哦，没看到师父，然后做一些什么逛街哈？去厨房了。去厨房工作哦，才看不到。哦，好可爱呢！好了，我给你这个咳嗽的饼干，特别的，咳嗽时候要吃，这个够1天 ，OK。然后那个过来厨房啊，那2个在泰国看不到师父的。 2个，我是3个啊，3个过来，现在谁都看不到的。来，厨房是不是？我懂。
不是的，是我想，我看了很多次了。
这样子
我是
，OK。
这样想的。
哦，好。
这样就没看见了。
没看到 ，OK。谁叫你乱想嘛哈？所以让别人看哈，也不错，这样也是好了啊。OK， 这样是蛮有那种爱心的哈。厨房的那个也是蛮有爱心的哈。那煮饭给别人吃，宁可看不到师傅的啊，也是蛮有爱心。不过以前有没有看过？或是以后有没有看过？或是泰国是第一次哈？啊？
对
，97年去我看过。
去年有看过，有看过啊，还好了，不会死的哈。
我来的前2个礼拜呢，我们那个地方马路上进行那个环保宣传，当时那个大厅里面吧，播那个咱们那个电视台，整天播，马路上很多人了解这情况，我们感到非常舒服，也感谢师傅的加持。哎，很好，很多人都参加发宣传单，很多人都不知道。后来完了以后，一给了以后呢，就都伸大拇指，说很不错，很不错。不了解，现在非常好，非常放松。还有一个就是挺有意思的，就是一个咱们同修去发您的样书，可能我那个大陆呢就有一个，就是说作为一种宣传品吧，就那次环保也说是环保，不能乱发。结果后来那个警察呢，结果就拿到了，看了以后呢说的，我看呢你们师傅没有问题。我们听了以后，我们都很高兴，我们觉得说的人的确很对，然后就把这个东西都还给我们了，挺好的。
哦，算警察好心呢，公平哈。
对，
公平正大的哈。
还有呢，那个公交车那种广告，反正就是发传单的就是有很多的方法，很好。而且现在就主要是政策放松了。中国领导呢，反正在电视上有时也讲环保啊，也是吃素也提到了，也是。
当然啦，我们没做什么害有坏的，都是对人好的，而且无条件嘛，
很好。
我们根本不收什么人的费，广告什么都免费的。
对。
谁好我们都捧起来呢。
很多的同修呢，就利用休息的时间，然后讲吃素。遇到不同情况，你比如小孩吧，带小孩的就说为了你的孩子，请你看一看。然后到医院里呢，看到病人说，请你看一看，吃素对身体有好处。反正大家还都是比以前要强。
是，越修行大家越会好。
好，谢谢。他们都问您好呢。
OK， 我知道。本来就说来看师傅一眼就可以了。能够进来已经很好了。师傅不在没关系。OK， 师傅在的，看一眼就好了，没关系。然后看一眼好，看2眼就也没关系。看2眼有，看多又更好嘛。然后师傅给点饼干糖果就已经很好了。然后给饼干糖果以后说，能不能多包？也许包了以后就能不能多包？然后包了多以后又饼干糖果能不能多一点？因为自己不够啊，要带回家等等哈。我了解了，让我回去混一下嘛哈，带回去大家高兴，有爱心就好了。OK，
师父您好。
好。
虽然我们那个城市不大，我们也尽我们的能力做了一些事情。就在我们前几天就是来这儿之前，我们也坐了3辆车公交车。大家都是特别诚心的，去做这件事情。
做什么？
就是做这个公交广告
懂。
因为啥？我们这个城市里头，他那个公交车做的那些广告啊，都是那个啥，没有一点就关于这环保的这一方面的这个事情。所以吧，我们觉得吧，特别醒目，也特别好。
OK， 行了。谢谢了。我们不能贴在自己的房子或不是自己房子，大概太明显哈，不能贴在到处都贴啊。
家里面可以贴，我家里面可以，我们是
就贴那个 SOS 啊，要环保，要是书啊， 地球那个有什么什么问题啊，然后那些简单的嘛，把它总写一下嘛。
我们去泰国的时候，我们怕出不来，后来那个旅游团的就说你们去吧，反正还是您的加持，真的挺顺利的。
好，顺利都给你们了。OK， 太好了，你们诚心哈，修行好哈，相信这个万物的力量哈，就会顺了，做什么都会顺。
就像您说的，只要肯定的力量，你肯去做，就能成功。这真是挺重要的。
是，要尽量帮助别人了解哈，这样子才是真正的修行人，不是为我们自己一个人哈。
师傅就是这样啊。我们有个那个做就这个宣传的那个咱们救地球这个事情啊。我们那个同修吧就想啊，就说的，因为我们发了很多这些传单呀。就那个后来我们有些同修想了一些办法，就说到那个边远的郊区呀、县区的这些地方去发。
Yes。
那个什么效果也很好的。我觉得我们就是现在那个政府啊越来越开放，那个人民你接受这种信息也特别的，比以前要好得多。
OK。
我觉得就像您那个为了我们众生啊，还有我们同修的共同努力，确实收到了一些那个可以看得见的这些成绩。看
得见的那个意思说进步哈。
对。
好的地方哈。当然，修行越多人哈，越诚信的话，那个会化解那个四周围的时长，然后让我们越来越感觉舒服，别人也舒服，会拥护。
对，我们在发传单的时候也遇到过警察便衣，我们就发的时候吧，他就不高兴，说你们这是什么东西？我说你看，我们跟他解释这个事情，他马上他那个脸色就变过来，好，很好，
看完了就脸变了。
对，他那个啥，说的我说您回去看一看，我们这些讲的都是对地球有好处，对那个每个人身体有好，都是吃素，宣传环保的。这样很好，这样的是很好。
对了，他们也知道我们地球是很恳切的情况。
对。
好吧。主要就是无条件贡献 ，OK， 不要出去为了故意或是真的要求要度人家成佛什么那种程度 ，OK， 现在救地球了，然后他们成佛不成佛，要跟我们不要跟我们那个是以后再说了啊，不是每个人能够跟着师父呀，缘分不一样，所以我们为了要救他们就好了 ，OK， 无条件这样贡献。然后人家感觉我们那种真正的无我爱的，我们就会感动。
对，我们就在发传单的时候啊，就是他不管他接受不接受，叫你讲话，我们就是一种爱心的这个心态，送给他，他看也罢，不看也罢，他愿意接受是他的问题，我们觉得我们尽量去做就是了。
对的。
师父就是我们。跟我们一起来好几个同修啊，好多的，我想代表他向您问好，谢谢师父。
知道了也是谢谢大家来看啊，我知道你们爱心才来呀。
师父，到处发的话呢，有的人呢，他一看到啊，不想要，再看哟，因为这个是我们跟他改死了，救地球了是吧？这个就自己子孙后代了，他们都蛮高兴的。你这个年纪，我们觉得看你蛮高兴。有一回我发碟子啊，我们发的传单呢，发的话呢，他们都我就是不会讲话，都车上啊，这个。我到车上的话呢，
哪里都发了，
一直跟他解释，我们要环保救地球，我们要亲手环保救地球。我们要的话呢，救我们子孙后代，救我们本人。去一个的话呢，说是救地球，是最重要的就是要亲手会救地球，把这个亲手救地球的这些子道理的讲他们听，接不赢。有一天我在车上打车的话呢。我正式拿回来的时候，一发我一讲了，都接不赢，都蛮高兴。这现在人的话都大改变了。
哇哦，老了不怕哈。
水管我都不怕。
不怕了。
不怕，就是蛮紧张我也不怕。
特别那些老人家，谁能做什么啊？他已经老了。
我们尽量的话呢，这个宣传。
哇，你老了还懂吃那么多哈？不是在家里抱孙子而已，哇！
我的孙子都大了。
算了也好勇敢呢啊！
我这尽量的话，听师傅的话，要救拯救地球，救我们自己，救我们的子孙后代。有的人呐，他不想结，我说你们那么忙，你们没看到报纸现在登到联合国的时候的话呢，潘基文的这个他是联合国的秘书长，他现在的写信到每个国家的这个领导，要的话呢，要大家的话呢救地球，一讲他们就蛮高兴。
谢谢。
师傅你好。
好。
上回我是10月14号从美国回来，回到家乡呢，正好赶上了我们就大家到街头上去，就是宣传素食啊，就是自己斗钱呐，免费送餐，就是到那个火车站，也碰上警察了，他们说你们怎么搞到街头上呢？这是干什么呀？问我们，我们说给人家吃素食啊。我说搞环保啊，见人家要对身体也好啊，各方面都好。那个警察就偷偷的也走掉了。我们当时也怕他们抓我们的，我说我是不怕，我说我没做坏事，我说我们不是挣钱，我们是免费送餐的，告诉他们。还到了一些那个敬老院，那些孤寡儿童，我们都去了。都陪了，那个领导都蛮高兴的，我们送包子啊，做了很多那个东西去。
可以去学校那些啊，发传单。
学校都去了，对。
学校、火车站那些比较多人，体操的地方。
学校啊，还有那个儿童没有人管的那些，都去了。还有敬老院呐，那都拍下照片来了。我吧，难以用心情表达对你的那种爱，感恩。因为你也救了我，也救了我女儿，体验是挺多的，也蛮那个，我难以表达。用金钱吧，我也现在就是不是什么太富裕，现在我也想用1000欧元，就是说来救地球。我现在就是说用这个钱呐，能不能这里结束哦？结束吧。
说给您捐钱，用欧元捐钱，您能不能接受？
就是拿着去救地球，需要钱吧，我是那么想的。
都写很清楚在下面了哈，有没有看呢？
有。
下面已经讲过了，不供养在这里 ，OK？ OK。
喂，师傅好。
哎，
我们来之前吧，就是本着快速传递，把这个救地球这个消息吧传播到每一个角落。我们做了好多大量的工作，其中有一项比较就是合同已经签好了，就是把校对传媒传播到23所高校，就是把科学家的视频会议 DVD 的那个视频片也传到23所高校了，而且呢，从3月1号开始，还有一项呢，就是说7个汽车站呢是那个我们乡镇的7个汽车站校对传媒也传播过去了。我们这个已经都实行了。
好，
再就是准备到社区，再就准备还有到那个做那个广告牌，广告牌现在已经定了50多个广告牌，就是在街道，就是整个的街道旁边，就是整个的公交主要的街道都定了，这个正准备实行。还有定了8个就是车内车外的大广告，就是这车厢大广告，这些正在准备做。
好。谢谢，恭喜！
谢谢师傅。
自古以来，师傅都没受供养。
对。
你们自己用钱出来做功德嘛，救别人 ，OK？
师傅都给我。
我是教你们而已，钱你们自己用 ，OK？ 如果觉得自己有比较丰富一点的钱，佛菩萨有给多的话，那就去给别人比较需要的，比我们贫穷的，需要的人才给，不是就去给为了要功德。你的村一定有人贫穷的嘛，那活不过的哈。我是就去那个印传单救地球，要做的话也跟政府报告好就没事嘛， 印出来那些材料说，因为现在那个科学家讲这样啊，20束就可以救地球啊，把它都印出来给他先看，说我们要出去多画给大家看，这样子他一定 OK 的嘛，懂吗？